We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Fair catch is made, a yard or two short of midfield.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence starting with a throw. And he's caught. It's Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10.
Get it!
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's complete inside the 35. He is down to the 30-yard line. They get 35 out of that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence bails out of the pocket quick. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger, touch. 11. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 1st and 10 from the 41.
First down. Ready. 1st and 10 at the 41.
From the shotgun, Lawrence finds his running back. This is Bayshore to He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run. Hey, son,
Back to the air, Lawrence escapes the pocket. Look at this, here he goes. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
24.
Gets it from the gun. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Rip. Alert.
And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's the coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gould on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Flush down now to his left. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, Rob, here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out. It's complete! Oh, my! They left him wide open downfield. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, it gets the job done.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Heavy, heavy. All right, let's go. Son, it's on.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
23. Hey, Ginger, time.
Lawrence throwing here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
13 loop.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
19.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Richardson. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Here we go.
Play fake, it's Richardson. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Going deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you've got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you've got to find a way to win.
Gets this one to Pierce. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Colts in need of some points before the break. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Richardson. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Play action, it's Richardson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go. 19, lock, Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Hey, defensively, when you're staring down 3rd and goal, you just want to keep them out of the end zone. Just keep them to a field goal, right? Wrong. Not with this defense and not with their playmakers. They're thinking take it away, and they get the job done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, lock.
They go play action. Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
11 after.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. On the move, headed right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Travis Hunter, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Fields this clean at the 30. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Throwing now, Richardson. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And it's 3 and
Colts ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Rip, 23. Silver.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Danny Gray to return it. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Soko, hot.
Hand off to Tootin. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 12 yards to go.
Hey, go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Jaguars first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
On red.
Thrown again. Here's Lawrence. Next here with Jalen Noel. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4th.
Hey, Lion.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Saint right. Silver.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Rip!
Second down again to Tootin. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On third down, here's Tootin. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Little knocks it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And now they face 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. Oh, the Jags got it. Well, they can't add any. After that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, to really create some indecision now defensively.
On the give, it's Tootin. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Hey, hey, hey.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push the lead to 20. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. To throw, Richardson. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. That is Caleb Bransell. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleased, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys, keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and
Rip,
7.
23.
So we're through 3 here. The Jaguars have the football. They're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our 4th quarter. Second down now. They need 7. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Denver.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
17-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Son, it's a
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Ready.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son, this one's hot.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across.
Ball carried by the wide receiver. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Tomato. Here we go.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative